Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the 956 Opposition. This is episode number 2. We're going to be going over a few things today. I'm a little bit more organized today. I've had a little bit more time to practice. First off, we'll be going off with the suspicious rise of Zoom during China's COVID pandemic, the anti-Israel protests, a foreign national who more than likely attempted to carjack me, if not start some mugging of some sort outside of the store. Yeah, happened in real life. Here where I am at. I had a friend who chimed in on some of my story messages, and he gave me some insight onto the funding of Israel and Ukraine at this time and how we all feel about that. Another thing we'll be going over is Obama's corrupt nature. Why do people keep dying around him? Why do people keep seeming to get in trouble around Hillary Clinton as well? We'll be looking a little bit into the recent situations regarding that. And the last thing is we'll be covering a little bit of Ryan Garcia's feedback with his fight against Haney. He was actually pretty funny. If you were interested in getting the full feedback yourself, you can check out PBD's podcast at Valuetainment. Yeah, that's on YouTube. But any other than that, let's get this going, man. Let's find out our first thing. Give me one moment. Let's see. Yeah, so let's start off with Zoom and China. All right, give me one moment. So I'm going to share something on my screen real quick with you guys. All right, so you can see first question right here up in Reddit. What happened to Skype and why did everyone go? So we all know about the COVID-19 pandemic, where it originated. Everybody's figured it out at this point, China. So China essentially created this virus in a Wuhan lab, and this was proven in Congress and amongst evidence through, I believe, Anthony Fauci, the pandemic administrator we had, unfortunately, for the country. And basically, they were just trying to cover it up. They were trying to cover it up the whole time. They didn't want to say that it wasn't directly their fault, but essentially funding money granted by them and in other incentives that we still don't know because Anthony Fauci is not necessarily trying to give us the full story, just trying to walk out. They built this bioweapon in China that was in the form of the virus, viral, whatever COVID is, and it got out of hand, and it did what viruses do. They spread, they kill people, and, like bubonic plague. We all know about that. We've all seen history of severe diseases, Spanish flu, measles, And here's one thing that we didn't know is that Zoom is also owned by China. It's owned by a Chinese company. And all Chinese companies need to report to the CCP in their country, which is the China Communist Party. Any information, recorded through video, whatnot, for example, I'm seeing the recording through here, Logitech, going to my computer, it's all being recorded, guys. Like, people who have TikTok, it's owned by a Chinese company. They can, on Congress, they can lie all they want. These spokesmen, these people representing the companies, at the end of the day, they are owned by the CCP. Their company building is within the territory of the CCP. That means when they come knocking on the door, you better open or they're going to drop bombs on you. They're going to come and arrest you. They're going to do what they do to protesters. You all remember that famous picture of the protesters standing in front of the tank and, the tank didn't stop? The CCP is ruthless. And to this very day, they are ruthless. Um, and yeah, that's why my cousin Carlos, he suggested I get a TikTok and I do more of these rants on there. But it's also the exposure, like China seeing who I am, seeing things that I could possibly be saying like that, and them trying to suppress me in some way after that. They don't like it when they talk bad about them or talk about the truth that they don't want you to know. So Skype fell down, and it was all during the pandemic, essentially. I'm not gonna go necessarily through the stories. Y'all know nobody's really using Skype. It's all about Zoom for work. I use Zoom, and little do I know is it's owned by China. So everything we're recording and all this business through education, China's been watching us, and it's like I barely found this out, and I feel like such a third. Like these guys have been watching me the whole time. Every time I did a Zoom conversation. Now I haven't been on Zoom in a long time, thankfully, but I still have the app there. What if they're tracking my location? I don't know that. They could put a program that masks all these things. You could ask a guy who does real computer coding. It's very easy to put in little sneaky programs in there that can mess with your phone or just track you, do these little things. It's especially in the modern day. Like, man, the stuff that people can do with coding is crazy. Like they can manipulate your phones. They can hack your Ring cameras. Somebody could be looking at hacking my Ring camera right now and be looking at me and watching me record this stuff right now. For all we know, you know. That's why things like VPNs exist. Nord, all that. They hide your IP servers because legitimate stuff like this happens, guys, and we don't think about that because we're too busy on our phones all the damn time. And I get it. I get it. We grew up in a generation of gaming and technology. We are the first generation. And therefore, that's why we have like weird habits like, oh man, come on, have an Xbox or a PlayStation. Well, we've been growing up playing video games. We're the video game babies. That's why some of us like we buy consoles, but then we don't even use them. Or we use them every now and then. And it's just like, well, why do I even have the console, but you still want the console? It's because of the way we grew up, the generation we grew up in, things we saw. Back to reality. All right, so Zoom took over Skype when the pandemic hit, when we were all sent to our homes, our houses. We were there all locked up. We forgot about Skype because Skype was so limited and they didn't have very much promotion. It's not like they came out during the pandemic. Oh, guys, this is the opportunity for you to Skype video group calls for work. No, I'll tell you who did it. It was Zoom. Zoom had crazy promotion, and here's the crazy part. You have to really think about it. How did they have promotion already right when the pandemic hit? It's as if they planned it. Okay, we're going to put everybody in their houses and we're going to monitor them all across the world. Everybody, we're going to convince them that, oh, we have this great app that will help you get through work and everything, especially during tough times like this, the pandemic, where you're locked up in your house. Ooh, boo hoo. Yeah, right. Bunch of snakes, man. Bunch of wolves in sheep's clothing. They've been watching us the whole time. And oh, man, they got me too. They got me too. Don't worry about it. I mean, I didn't even know. I knew about TikTok because, the Republicans and the conservatives are like, oh, no, that's a Chinese-owned company. But why didn't they say that for Zoom? Or maybe they did. I just wasn't paying attention. Who knows? But yeah, so Zoom, it could be rigged right now as we speak. When they took the TikTok representative to Congress, when they took him to, let me go pull up a video for you guys. I'm done showing this on the screen. Let's go to YouTube real quick. Is it YouTube or no? I can find another video right here. Hold on. TikTok. I'll show you this stuff so y'all see that I'm not lying. CEO grilled in Congress. Over CCP involvement. You guys they can say whatever they want over here in America. But when they go back over there to the territory where everything's strict, communist style, where they control everything, you better do what we do, or better do what we say, or we're going to cut you. Type people over there. Let's see. Give me a video. Videos are always fun. Key moments. I don't know if I want to hit that. We'll see. Oh yeah, look, asking question. We'll go with the Forbes. What are we doing here? Come on, guys. Show me the money. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, we're not gonna play videos today. Sorry, guys. I have no idea what's going on from Microsoft Bing. I guess we're gonna have to go Google. YouTube. Just gonna show you quick audio of it. Um, TikTok. Rep. Grilled from Congress. Stop sharing real quick. My guy, what is going on here?
It's not going. Mr. Chu has like some Republicans at the direction of the Congress Party.
So I got to pick it up because I don't have the audio work left. This is a short clip, guys. Just so you can see that these things are going on. And you can go look for that yourself. Look it up under TikTok representative is tried in Congress over possible CCP involvement and spying. So yeah, that's the rise of Zoom, guys. The suspicious rise of Zoom, unfortunately. All right, let's move on to the next name. How about the anti-Israel protesters? Man, some crazy people, some cultists. They got some guys like Tim Cass and all them. They call them cultists. I call them like terrorist sympathizers. I don't understand these college kids, man, these days. Like I went to university, but we were not whacked like that, bro. Like us, the African Americans, the Anglo Americans, the diverse people from across the country, the people from Spain that I hung out with at Lindenwood University, Belleville, the university I was attending at that time. Um, the that sorry, lost my train of thought. Spring forward. Yeah. Yeah, none of us really gave off, those vibes. We're like, oh, we gotta go protest for this other country. We never had that energy. Like we was always like, just chilling. A lot of us were partying, like East St. Louis area, St. Louis City. All my ghetto people, what it's like. St. Louis, the party town, but also the really ghetto town. East St. Belleville is like on near East St. Louis, but on the Illinois side. And so there was a lot of partying, there's a lot of, there wasn't really like really tight political stuff going on. Even when, I think after Trump, it wasn't really that bad. I mean, you heard a few complaints and all that, and your people were getting accused of racism, but like, it wasn't even like that big of a deal. It just really wasn't. Everybody was more. I think around the time of 2020, 2017, there was a lot of that university sexual assault going on. And it was really weird times. A lot of fake accusations, a lot of confirmed accusations. It was just really strange times. I mean, I think we as a community are growing more and more as we with technology and we modernize our laws and change them and all that, and we publicize it more. because we got more phones and more ability through social media and whatnot. I understand that. But the anti-Israel protests, you know, there are videos out there. Like, I'm not gonna show you these videos because they're gore, and I think I would get severely demonetized for sure if I show you gore. Um, but yeah, you could go on to the websites like bestgore.com and all these, like, those shock websites that we used to go to when we were younger to watch, like, oh, what are cartels like, or what is military and the Taliban like, or what did they really do? They really did the stuff they say they did. The terrorist organization that resides in Palestine. I mean, I guess we're calling it Palestine. Gaza. We should be calling it Gaza. I mean, because historically they came up with Palestine. I mean, Palestine's not even like, I don't think it's even like legit. Like, what is it? We're gonna look that up right now. But yeah, the terrorist organizations are savages, man. Like, I mean, there's video of women that were being rescued from the hostages that had blood coming from their area, and you could see the blood there because they were, sexually assaulted. I mean, guys, why we're literally seeing the evidence there. And then if you want, you can go onto these hardcore websites and you'll find them. These guys they're insane. They're savages. They get a cell phone and they're like, la 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 la, posting the damn video and just doing these crazy stuff to human beings, like, and all the sake of religion. Like, I mean, the Christians committed the Crusades. Jews, I don't know what they've done, but I'm pretty sure, everybody's had a fault or wrong at some point. But damn, it's the modern era, and these guys are the savages who are just freaking, the extremists are just, they are the ones doing the messed up stuff, and there's evidence of that. Israel's committing genocide at some level for sure through the careless bombings. It is true. And we should not be supporting that. We should be supporting better solutions, more professional approaches, but I don't know why we're not doing that. I mean, I don't know if this is some kind of grudge match. I don't know how Israel feels about it, like if the whole entire people want it for this. But there are clearly innocent people there too that did not ask for any of it. And the education rate too. These people are probably brainwashed from birth. They don't have schools that tell them, like, oh, well, this is correct politics. This is democracy. This is a dictatorship. This is what happens when no, because they elected a terrorist organization to be a part of their government. And so they slowly over time defund education. They don't allow certain women to do things because of their religion. Women become, non-intelligent for that reason, and then thus they believe that the men have control over everything, and they should have the ultimate say in everything, and that they are useless, and that men can have as many women as they want. That's why they have inbreeding and incest over there too in the Middle East. It's not because they're poor. It's because their religion is really twisted and weird. The extremist side of it. There are peaceful Muslims who are much more professional, and there are good people out there. But the extremists, like the ones these college kids are supporting, I do not understand. I do not. Like, I did not even see these types of people in there. And if I did, I mean, they were quiet. They weren't saying anything. Because, I mean, we are talking about other stuff. Like, man, I was in yeah, but I told you what was going on there. Like the whole sexual assault accusations thing was going on. Trump being a kind of a butthead, to people not feeling that type of energy from him. I was feeling the energy though. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was pretty funny. I love watching all my friends complain about Trump. I'm a jerk. But yeah, I mean, it's so weird. And then 9/11 wasn't so long ago. I understand that some events, the Iraq War, could have been handled a little bit better, but Bush wanted to wage war. Don't know why. I'm not no general. I just know that the FBI and the CIA had some kind of involvement. And they somehow lost control of these savages, and more damage was done than what should have been done. If we're saying anything was supposed to have occurred 9/11, I don't know. I'm no professional conspiracy theorist, but I do dabble. But yeah, let's see. Let's listen to some quick audio of these Death to America chapters. Yeah, these people are crazy. There's anti-Israel, Death to America type people, and that's not cool with us. Anti-protesters. Protesties. Dang it, I might get defunded for that. Worth it. Yeah. All right. Let's just hear some little bit of audio from this. This is at Columbia University, one of the highest prestigious schools. How? How? How are these? This is supposed to be the most intelligent people in America. They have no idea. They don't even know what the chant from the river to the sea means. Like, that means all the land from the Gaza River to the sea, which includes Israel, which includes the elimination of Israel. But I don't know, through social media and poor translation, that message doesn't get across to these woke, intelligent college students. I mean, dude, I I didn't even finish college. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I know way better than this. I was a little crap head at one point, and sorry, just fiddling. Um, bro, um, hill, the hill. I don't like that. um, yeah, I didn't. I would never be on the side of people who commit mass genocide in the name of religion. Like, I dabble in the style of crusades. But I'm not really for senseless violence. Um, I'm to the extent of more self-defense or more retaliation for the slaughter of my people. But at the actual committers. Not going and just bombing senselessly. And hitting everybody around the area, possibly hitting innocents. That's not me. Um, these college kids, they really don't know what they're supporting. They're just, I don't know. Like, I think they just really are these spoiled children who don't like America like we do. I think my generation, class of 2015, class of 2016, maybe 17, we were the last few generations that actually paid attention to history, respected our soldiers. Well, when I was going through the damn comp, I'm not gonna lie, I was being a little shit. I had my misconceptions about the military. I do have some different views now, and I value and love the military a lot today. I would say that for sure, especially since I have family and a lot of friends who are dedicated to the military. I'm so proud of them. Never give up. Keep doing what you're doing. Chase your dreams. Come back. Tell us some stories, but don't ever give up, guys. Chase your dreams. That's all I have to say. Um, Back to yeah, it's kind of disrespectful. I mean, to them, if I was to go and start cheering for the guys the same type of people, who come from Iran, who from ISIS. Those are the same type. They all come from the same place. They're all trained by the people from Iran. They're all funded. They're all given weapons by them. And Iran is, doing dirty deals, backdoor deals with the CIA. Those crazy conspiracy theories. They're actually coming to light with a little bit more evidence. You all can look into that yourselves, but I don't get it. We know who are the obvious people who are trying to cause problems. There's nothing in the Jewish Bible, the Jewish Bible. Wow. There's nothing in the New Testament that says go out and harm people in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. No. And then there's nothing in the Jewish book that says go and destroy all Muslims for in the name of Yahweh. It's like no. It's like no. Everybody is chill. They keep to themselves. Yeah, we might talk a little smack now and then. We might be a little racist. We might remember some of the freaking things that the atrocities that they committed in the past in the name of religion. But that's not necessarily them today. That's not the Buddhists Buddhists. That reminds me. The Dalai Lama did something very dirty. You guys can Google that. Did a no-no, and that doesn't necessarily represent the views of Buddhism. I think they're very peaceful, but that's another story for another day. I never saw that coming. But you can tell when there are obviously bad intentions in a religion or a group or a cult, whatever you call them. And it's like these people who are supposed to be highly educated, these people that are supposed to be in university, people like me, they just don't see it. And it's weird. It's really weird. Like, why are there so many people? I mean, okay, so how all the illegal immigrants are crossing over? It's not like they're all going into university. It's not like they're all getting an education. Is it like, my thing is, I feel like they're going around in the states that are blue, the sanctuary states where they're allowed to be, and they're surrounding themselves around the universities because they feel as if they can infect them, and it's working. Let's be honest. I mean, it's kind of working. There's a lot of these protests happening everywhere from the West Coast to the East Coast here in America. I can show you more and more videos all throughout New York, but I'm not going to. And it's crazy how we have that kind of support in New York, of all places. The number one in America of terrorist victim. 9/11. We can't forget. It's so backwards and weird, don't you think? And I get it. We should not harm innocent women and children, but let's be real. They put them there as their head government. They have been there for years in support, hanging out with these people. And then it's hard as a Christian type religion person watching these two other religions like the Jews and the Muslims. It's hard to try and find a solution in between for them. Because now you got to consider too the things that the Jews have been through all throughout time. Since the beginning of humanity, these guys have kind of had it hard. Not the exact beginning of humanity. We're not talking barbarians, but when religion was established, as I correct myself. Let's see. Looks like I'm fucking saying out of fart. But they've had it hard. They were enslaved by the Egyptians. Then there's the Holocaust. It's like, can you guys catch a break? And now in the modern era, Muslims are poor. They're going through it in the desert. And now they're getting bombed. And they can't really go anywhere because Egyptians, to this very day, are still jerks. They're like, oh no, we support you guys, but you can't come to our side. No, we don't trust you guys. Because even Egyptians know that there might be some terrorists in there. They're not dumb. And that's why Israel's a little, they have their hostility beliefs too, because, you know, they don't want to get bombed next. They don't want to have like all of a sudden Hamas camps in their country. They don't want that. But they're not gonna say that because Egypt's its own piece of shat country. Well, the government at least. I think they're full of crap. I think they still have a grudge against the rest of the world. But anyways, I these anti-Israel protesters, they are really making me nervous because they're like an infection. They're a cult, an infectious cult. They're just on there, like just chant, feel the energy with me. And there's these young women there too, and you see these young guys. They're young guys. We were all young guys at one point. They're probably trying to impress the women, trying to virtue signal and all that, and trying to get laid. And you guys suck for that. Like you're not a real man if you do stuff like that. Like you're abandoning, you're casting aside a certain aspect of humanity by doing something like that. You're being ignorant to an extent. I mean, I'm not giving Israel their right away either. I think they're kind of excessive at this time too. But you guys got to look at the facts. You got to look at the history. These people have not learned a damn thing. They are continuing to follow a savage old tradition that is targeting Jews and Western traditions. That's why they say death to America. And that's not cool, guys. Like, it's not cool. That's America is us. If you are a property owner, guess what? You are America. If they come knocking at your door one day, they're going to be like, no, you listen to us or we're going to riot and we're going to burn down your house. That's what they do. Like they're showing up to people's houses, professors' houses that they don't agree with just because they don't agree. Imagine somebody showing up to your house and just with a whole bunch of other people and potentially a riot starting just because of something you said that they didn't like. That's how crazy these people are. That's crazy. Like, thank God we live in Texas where everybody owns guns because nobody's willing to do that dumb stuff here because we're coming out and you guys want to hang out? You want to party? And they're all leaving. As soon as the guns are coming out, we're not starting problems with nobody. But I mean, in these blue states, they can get away with this stuff. They're insane. Let me see that video of Rio. Professor's house. Professor's home. Oh, wow. They interrupt dinner. U.S. Berkeley law student erupts in anti-Israel tirade after they were invited to Jewish dean's home for dinner as his wife pleads with them to leave. Oh, they were invited. Well, I guess you kind of asked for it. But, I mean, the level of disrespect, the level of, you were invited for dinner and you brought your whole gang of freaking rioters to do this. And that's crazy. And they invited you. They welcomed into your house and you did that to them? Like, let me show you who this. And this is a woke protester who somehow got education at high level U.S. Was it UK Berkeley? What the hell is Berkeley? Whatever. Let's call it Berkeley. How? Like these are. Let me show you the screen real quick. It's from the New York Post. Oh, well, let me put the sound right here. That doesn't help. Oh wait, I'm a derp. What constitutional rights? Hold up, one moment. Let's play the audio first. Just I don't want to get demonetized. Did you hear that? She took advantage of the fact that a dean invited her, so it was like considered a school event. And now she's saying she's attempting to use our system for the wrong purpose. She's trying to claim victimization by trying to use our own constitution against. She says her constitutional rights are being violated because this is an educational event and she has every right to be there as a student. And I'm just gonna, before I play the audio, I'm gonna screenshot to you, show you this whack job, and you tell me where you think they're from or you think who they're supporting. Oh, yeah. All right. And there it is. You seen that? That's the one on the left, right here. Right here. The one on the right is that poor professor, old man, probably scared out of his life. Or this psycho showed up unexpected, like showed up. He's welcoming her and with welcome arms, and this crazy person is starting a protest outside of their house, offering them food and everything. And it's like, what is your problem? Like, these people are insane. They're evil. They're evil. Evil. All right, done sharing. We thought this dinner was, gonna be for Gaza support, but you're feeding us instead? I could already hear it. It's so dumb. These people are insane. We need to. Oh, yeah. So, next on topic. So, I was leaving work the other day. I'm kind of like a traveling merchant and a handyman for a lot of the stores and businesses in the local area. And so, I'm leaving a store and I don't see this. It's like a beige old school Chevy van, the ones that have the slide open door. It wasn't there behind me when I was backing up, and I'm backing up to leave, and there's only one exit out into the main road to leave the store parking lot, and it's kind of dark already, but there's still people at the store. It's not like a lot of people, but like it's not like you expect something to crazy to go down there. You wouldn't think that being so many witnesses, but you have to remember it's getting pretty bad. The crime, these guys are getting pretty confident and thinking they can do whatever the hell they want. And yesterday was was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I don't know. I already forgot. Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday night. Yeah, they're these people from, this guy didn't know English. I already know he's not up from here. He's like around his late 40s. I know where he came from. I'm already having an idea, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there because I don't want to step any toes. But this guy didn't know no damn English. He was speaking Spanish. He was speaking classic outside, not from here Spanish. And let's just call it what it is. He was obviously immigrant over here to America, and he gets his van. And as I'm getting ready to now face my car forward towards the exit to leave outside the parking lot, I now notice the van right there in the middle of the exit. The exit is big enough for two vehicles to pass, one in like this and one out like that. This guy had his van in the middle. And what I also noticed is in the rear view mirrors, he had white plastic covering it, and I couldn't see. It had black plastic covering the window on the middle, and the only window that was exposed was his window there. And he's smoking a cigarette. And this guy has like a Beavis and Butthead shaped thing. He's got like this kind of frowning nose. Looks like a loser, bro. And he's like late 40s, kind of like, I guess, like, he's not muscular, but he's skinny, like skinny lean, I guess. And you could tell, like, he could tell he's like a piece of crap, kind of somewhat bald, smoking a cigarette, and he just looks back at me, and I'm just there, like, just waiting, I'm in line waiting for him, and he starts backing up, to make sure that he covers the whole exit with that big van. And so he looks back at me, and I'm there, and I'm just like, I'm not even looking at this man. I'm just waiting for him to, like, I guess, maneuver himself out. And he starts yelling at me, and he's like, "Que rollo, que rollo." And he starts throwing these little signs, like trying to, I don't know what the hell he's trying to do to me. A lot of these wannabes, gangster dude type dudes that come from across, they're like, golf whatever, like whatever they're trying to rep, and they always do that crap, bro. They do it in downtown Buchanan, they do it everywhere around here. They try to act hard and get their ass kicked most of the time. But this motherfucker, he starts doing that, and I'm getting pissed because I'm from Ghost Town. We call it Ghost Town where I'm from. It's Donna, Texas. It's pretty much the rated most ghetto, one of the most ghetto towns in all of South Texas. And growing up there, if you're a kid with great parents, good for you. But, if you're a kid with poor parents, it's not, you kind of get involved with certain people. You kind of do, you go through little rough things, parents down here aren't necessarily the best parents either. I'm not going to throw any shots at anybody, nothing like that. But, not necessarily all of us grew up with a great life. Not saying that it was not. I'm not thankful. I had some pretty great moments in my childhood as well. I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, we do experience some certain things differently in certain parts of America. And we live right on the border in the southernmost tip of the entire nation. I don't believe we gets any lower in the country than us. It doesn't get any hotter either anywhere else. It's very hot and dry down here. So, anyways, back to reality. A foreign tried to either mug me or carjack me. There's been a lot of carjackings, and that store that I was working at happens to be very known for. It's on, okay, so I'll just give you the directions. On Monte Cristo past the Flying J along Expressway 83 in Edinburgh, Texas. I believe La Blanca. So La Blanca, Edinburgh's a huge, like, I would say, like, area, and they divide it into smaller little towns. But yeah, so this guy, he's blocking my van. He's doing all this crap. He's telling me salte, salte, which means get out, get out. Like, he really wanted me to get out of my vehicle. But here's the thing. I had just finished like a 12-hour, 14-hour shift. I've been working all day. I was just bought some chips from the store I was servicing, and I just was not in the mood. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty angry when he started doing that, especially since I'm from Donna, and when a dude starts doing these things with his hands and he starts talking to me a certain way, you don't do that to me, especially since I was never in a gang or anything. I was kind of like on my own, doing my own little thing. Hung out with a few rough riders, we call them. We're gonna call them the East Side boys, I would call them. I hung out with a few of them, and at some point, but you just don't approach me or people from my town in a certain way, in a certain aggression, because it kind of pisses us off. And because, like, we grew up around, like, real shit, and we take certain things seriously. And the way what he was doing to me, I took it a little offensive way too quick. And so the first thing I did after he's doing all that was I'm opening my glove compartment, and I'm already cocked that thing loaded, and he already knows what I'm doing because I didn't got no tint on my window, and I ain't afraid of nothing. This guy, he lost all confidence in his face. His cigarette, he even dropped it, I believe, and he was like, these guys are so dumb, bro. You're in Texas. People are allowed to own guns. and walk around with them without a license, my guy. But you don't know that because you're a you dumb way. And so, like, this dumbass, he lost all his energy, all that aggression, everything. As soon as he saw what I did, I was like, bro, I'm not in the mood. This is the first thing I told him. As soon as I had it out, draw it already, I was like, I didn't call you, homeboy. I didn't look at you, homeboy. Don't. I didn't call you, homeboy. That's all I'm saying. I didn't call you, homeboy. I started saying it real loud, lower down the window. I didn't call you, homeboy. And then he's just like, okay, homeboy, okay. Oh, he learned English real fast. He learned English real fast. I'll tell you that much. And so he gets out of my freaking way, finally, out of the exit, and goes onto the road. And I'm pissed. Like, man, I can't believe the nerve of this mother. After I get off my shift, bro, like you really tried that crap on me. And I know it's a Dollar General. I mean, that has been robbed a lot. That's the name of the store I was servicing. I serviced a lot of stores, but this one was a Dollar General, and I know they're ghetto. I used to work at Dollar General in Illinois, and that's by East St. Louis, and ghetto as hell. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I know there's a lot of theft there, but a carjacking or attempted mugging or road rage, that was absurd to me. Like the level of confidence you have to just go up to a random man like that and just try and block the whole parking lot. I think he's honestly trying to carjack me because there's been a lot of carjackings. There's a lot of theft rings happening, and they're all being committed by illegal immigrants. Why lie? All our trucks and cars are being stolen and transferred to Mexico, and they're being found there by Mexican authorities, and it's getting all traced back to these illegal immigrants. But nobody wants to talk about that local news because, it might hurt our primos on the other side of on the border. They're so poor and desperate. Oh no, they need an opportunity. Shut the heck up, man. You some. I said it. Oh man, I'm done. All right. So, anyways, yeah, no, shut up. No, you're a fool. You will not. No. You're screwing us. There's so much crime here. So many people winding up dead, man. The other day I was going through all these random crimes, and I'm probably gonna go through a couple at the very end of this. But yeah, like, dude, no, it's not worth it. You guys don't know what you're doing. Like I tried to tell people like a long time ago, but y'all aren't listening. Y'all call me crazy and racist. No, you're crazy. You're racist. You're scared of white man. Like you're scared of what white man say because the white man told you the truth. Like, get over it, bro. Like, man, who cares what Trump said, bro? He was right. There's nothing but freaking poor girl who's gonna become a damn medical assistant. She was sexually assaulted, and by refusing, she was murdered by this illegal immigrant in that other state. I think her name was Laken Riley. Yeah, sad. Like, just sad. Like. She didn't even expect that. Like, what the heck? And it's all because it's just one out of so many things happening. There's so many accidents here happening where people are dying. Like, stop already, guys. Yeah, wake up and smell the damn roses. Smell the fresh kush, man. Come on. The fact that he tried to do it, man, was crazy to me. Nobody has ever tried. Like, nobody really messes me. I'm a big dude. But like he did that, and I was like, wow. And I was mad. I woke up the following day this morning mad. I was still upset. Like I can't believe that happened to me. But that's the reality of these things because we've got people like Democrats and their voters just letting them in, like saying, "Oh, come over here. It's just fine. The weather's nice." Morons, at the expense of my safety and my lifestyle, at the expense of everybody that's along the border, at the expense of people like Lake and Riley, at the expense of families and innocent people up north, and the cop that got beat up and jumped by illegal immigrants. I don't hate immigrants. It's just, dude, it's right there. The problem is right there in your face. Just close the border. Make it strict again, unfortunately, but just let people in the right way. They got to get processed. Every single one's got to get processed. They got to get checked. They got to get their shots. They got to not be having no criminal records from other countries. Dude, this is important stuff. You don't hire a criminal to be you don't hire a fresh out of prison dude to be your preschool teacher. So for say, right? You gotta have a resume. You gotta be trusted. You gotta have some kind of thing. What are you guys doing out here? Like, you're just letting in these random dudes and saying it's for the greater good. Man, shut up. Get off your high horse. You're gonna get yourself killed and other innocent people killed. Bottom line. I had a friend, so I did a take on, go to Facebook for this one. Go to my story. Oof. All right. Has it stopped? Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm not used to Facebook on the computer. We all have cell phones, guys. What do you want? Get off my nuts. So in this, I say I have zero tolerance for any American who was raised here their whole life, got a high school degree. Well, I need to put the degree part, it wouldn't fit. Then decides to join a cult that preys on Jews and Americans and worships an obvious female child sex abuser. And I'm referring to the Muslim prophet Muhammad. Yes, if you read the book of Muhammad, you will find that he has done some very heinous things in the name of justice or holiness. He strictly believes in the annihilation, eradication of all Jewish and non-religions that worship or prophesize his way. He was known for being with multiple women underage because it felt as it was his divine right. And, he did other atrocities similar to Attila the Hun. And I don't know why people worship him. I think it's an intelligence factor to idolize such a monster. But yeah, I had said that. But I had a friend from Europe. His name is Robert Sahili. If you see this video, Robert, what's up, my guy? Thank you for your feedback. And I will go ahead and just show people our little banter right now. Open this up. How do I make you bigger? Minimize chat. That's not good enough. Okay, get out of my face. All right, pause it right there. So what did my friend Robert Sahili? Robert Sahili, he is a European from a foreigner exchange student from over here to America that I went to university with. Great guy, has great insight over there on the things and happenings over there of Europe. But yeah, he sent me a reply over my post, and he has a point to an extent. He has a point, at least in my side of the story, at least. But I don't know how things are over there with him. But yeah, he said, all right. Oops, turn off the camera. I'm a dork. All right. He said, Jews just as bad, bro. They actually run the USA. So while USA students pay $60K for education, Israel gets it for free. Bro, I did not know that. I don't know if we're still funding that. I don't think we're funding that anymore. I think we're funding more military things when it comes to Israel. I think that free education thing has its limit over there in Israel. I think they'll run out of money at some point for that. I have to look more into that though, Robert. I did not. But yeah, Jewish millionaires and billionaires do run a lot of businesses and companies, but I do not. It's my personal opinion. I don't know if this is factual, because things like we gotta study, we gotta see at the end of the day. When people we gotta research and stuff. We gotta investigate. We gotta have the CIA, FBI, and obviously entities similar to that are not corrupt. to go in there and figure that out for us. But it is true that they do own a lot of major companies, record labels, businesses. They do. And, but so do the Muslims, the Saudi Arabians. They own UFC, they own WWE, they own a lot of major networks too. I mean, I don't think America is necessarily controlled by the Jews. I think America is controlled by different entities that are constantly fighting for power. And there are even higher entities above them who are on billionaire level status, maybe above that even. We just don't know because they probably even hide their existence from the whole entire world because they just don't want people to know that. I mean, if you were, think about it, if you were the evil mastermind running a horrible, crude economic operation that pretty much affected the entire planet, you probably would not want people to know you're involved in such business. So, I mean, yeah, Elon Musk can be a billionaire, Jeff Bezos can be a billionaire. You know, they're just billionaires. They're not the real. I think there's more to it. I mean, there's a reason why people accuse George Soros of so many things, and that's another story for another day. Man does some very naughty things with his money, but his son's taking over. You know, that's something we should look out to. And I went ahead and replied to my friend here. Oh man, am I still not sharing the screen? Am I being a complete loser right now? Oh, sorry guys. I'm still learning. All right, back to reality. All right. So yeah, I went in and just say, Jews don't run shit, bro. That's why the colleges are full of protesting, traffic blocking, professor docking. He's my friend. It's like, and then I'm at work too, so I'm not necessarily like typing. I'm typing this on my phone, so and I'm typing fast because I'm just trying to get it. Property and protest ass weirdos who are not Jewish, by the way. It's true. I just showed you right now. These freaking crazy people are protesting at professors' houses. They just love highlighting the specific errors that Jews commit. It's true. Western media has attacked Jews for their unnecessary bombings and the fact that they own. And then there's Kanye West coming out and saying, "Oh, Jews own all the record labels." You know, there have been attacks on Jews, accusations like that too. I don't necessarily think they are full total control of things. Otherwise, they'd be able to just make people be quiet. They would be able to make news. Just you're not going to say that. So that's why I believe that, Robert. Fortunately, thanks to Trump in his fake news era, yeah, the fake news era really did open up a lot of things to that. Or just like knockoff Jews just try to say the only things that bother me are that Jews try to say Christians are just like knockoffs of them and they're superior in their spirit and whatnot. I tolerate them only because they aren't savages. They don't commit public atrocities in America. They may F with our money, but they aren't out here stabbing people or chanting death to America. Just saying, as a property owner in USA, I find the other side more threatening. Robert, I could care less about taxes. Democrats are screwing Democrats are screwing us anyways there. I mean, if Jews want to own a little bit of extra of the money, affect my taxes a little, then, I mean, that's the least of my worries. At least I'm not out here getting stabbed and you're crazy ass people. But yeah, believe me, I haven't turned a blind eye to Canada's bombing either. I agree to stop funding them. Yeah, I don't think we should be funding Israel anymore. I think we should pick our target now in this World War III, this Cold War III. Guys, we're in World War III already. Yeah, Iran has already attacked Israel. Russia is currently attacking Ukraine. Ukraine is the proxy of us. We're funding them. Ukraine is just our little drone that it's our little attack dog. They're like, here, go get them to Russia. That's what that's what Ukraine is to NATO and us. And it's so cruel because not everybody wants to attack Russia. I don't want to attack Russia. I still remember that in World War II, because I played freaking Call of Duty, Russia helped us destroy the Nazis. The Nazis were evil. And Russia is technically a Christian nation. I mean, yes, it is kind of run by a dictator named Putin, but there are still Roman Catholics there. I am by birth a Catholic. I am of Christian nature, but Crusader nature. but I am a born Catholic first, and I don't like the idea of bombing churches over there too, especially Catholic churches. And I don't like that idea. And I get it. Russia could possibly be still the USSR, the great red giant, the great threat to democracy, the communist monster. I get it. I get it. There's the possibility of that still existing because of China. Yes, I understand that. But Russia isn't trying to pick fights with us. China's trying to pick fights with us. It's China. They've been sending the weather balloons and all that. Russia, there was the thing about Russia messing with the election interference. That was BS. That was just an accusation from Hillary to throw us all off. And we'll roll into our next story with Hillary right now. I'm going to show you audio from Hillary right now, just showing how despicable of a person she is. And I'm going to read a few things that has happened around her recently, and mostly around Obama. People turning up dead around Obama. But yeah, I'm choosing the lesser of two evils here. I don't know who they behave over there. I don't know how. Sorry, forgive my horrible texting over there, but I imagine it's just as bad, if not more annoying. We're essentially in a Cold War 3 already. Might as well just pick an enemy and go for everyone at this point. NATO is going for Russia, and China has been poking at us for years. Already. What's your thought on that? Sorry for misspelling. I think my screen is malfunctioning from water down. Yeah, my screen's cracked too. I also, I need to get a new phone again. Sorry, bro. Just seen the response. I agree with you. Though. The Jewish fuckery is not out in the open. They're not going committing domestic terror issues, but they do it in their homeland. Yes, they do. Yes. I don't know, man. Jewish pride is weird. Also, it's a known fact that Jews run Hollywood music and media. Yeah, but that's just influence at the end of the day. I mean, it's much more worse to commit. So they sway the public opinion without seemingly being involved. Yes, they do. For a good example of swaying the public opinion would be Ben Shapiro, the Jew from Daily Wire. He was swaying public opinion in the favor for Israel. Yes, we should support Israel, and yes, we should abide by the Bible and support it. But we should not be bombing the heck out of people either, Ben. There's a limit to how much support and how much damage we should do. There are special forces. There are tactical operations that we can implement to minimize damage. That is where we draw a line. That is where Jews and Christians do not meet right now. That is why the Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro great conservative debate is somehow going to happen. I don't even know what's going to happen because it's just such a harsh and delicate topic. But yeah, we got issues with it in the UK too. Have for years now. Yeah. Remember all those stories and coming from the UK still happens. The terrorists that run around stabbing people with knives because nobody's allowed to own guns over there. Retarded. You need guns because yesterday when I pulled out my winky thingy, on Mr. Oh, I'm gonna try and block and carjack this guy. He lost all his confidence and decided to leave. Guns make a difference, guys. Yeah, they might be in the wrong hands, but it's a game changer. A lot of lives have been saved with guns. A lot of lives have been taken with knives. Since prehistoric, since I'm not prehistoric, pre-humanity, savage barbarians use knives and all that, I'm not saying it's any more better to use guns, but I mean, it's more professional, more precise, more accurate. I mean, less likely to. Yes, I think that if the USA keeps Biden, things will only get worse. And dude. Yeah. See, even our friends from Europe know that Biden is causing the whole world to fall apart. China will collaborate with Russia, with Trump at least. China wants to do business. China's always been a money country. They really have. At the end of the day, they feel like they can control the world through economics. Which brings us back to the previous stories. So Zoom, TikTok, come on, guys, it's right there. I'm giving it to you. So yeah, you're right, Robert. You're right. Let's cancel that for now. All right. What's next on the agenda? Oh, yeah. So what's going on with Obama right now? So I heard something recently happened around Obama. This guy, remember when his chef died at the his like not Mar-a-Lago, that's Trump. I don't know. It's that place that Obama stays at with Big Mike. Big Mike. Um, but yeah, it's essentially the personal chef of Obama wound up dead. Remember that story? Another person around Obama, I think, wound up dead. Obama advisor. And I don't know, but the chef apparently last time, according to rumors, because the federal government is still investigating, or they're calling it a suicide. I don't know how you suicide in a low water pool, but yeah, he apparently suicided himself in a low water pool. And the story is that apparently they got rid of him because he knew some very homo things about Obama that occurred, and he was on the verge of releasing some kind of book or a dialogue regarding it, and they found out, and so they can't do that about Obama. That will make him look bad. So Obama advisor in the news. So this one's a little bit more recent, but what's going on, man? Oh man, whoa. Okay, that was not what I expected. Um, I'm just gonna put news. Oh no. Wow, ex-Obama policy advisor Ramai Shai charged with child sex offenses in the United Kingdom. Obama was in the United Kingdom talking to their ex-prime minister. What's his name? That dopey looking dude. Boris. I think his name is Boris. A weird private meeting with him. They caught him on video. They asked him, "What are y'all talking about?" Doing talk. Obama being all sus. Not good. Probably trying to implement some woke stuff in the UK government. All right, but now let's see. I'm gonna read it from Fox News because they write a little bit more professional than the New York Post. But yeah, it's MSN too. Former Obama advisor Robert Wolf warns free speech is becoming threatening speech. Yeah, it's true. People are getting really butthurt by the truth, and people are going to jail, like Trump, who's getting gag orders and all that just because he's talking smack on Twitter. Like literally, he's not even out there physically doing anything, and they're taking him to court. And it's just so corrupt. Like any true law enforcement, like professional, any true court professional, anybody who's really studied and done things by the book, you know for a fact that Donald Trump is not getting a fair trial. You know it. And if you still say you're not after reading the book, you're just a crooked mother. You know. You're POS. You're POS, my guy. Actually, I can't read that story. This is actually a separate story. Just gonna read it off the New York Post. All right. Get off me. Oh, well, that face doesn't look creepy at all. Let me show you that, guys. My friends. My friends. Show me the screen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. Ex-Obama senior policy advisor charged with child sex crimes in the UK. So you were hiding out there doing the naughty, and they got you. A former senior policy advisor under President Barack Obama's administration has been charged with child sex offenses in the UK. New Jersey native Rahim Rami Shai, 46 years old, faced Luton Crown Court last Friday after being arrested on a slew of charges, including arranging the commission of a child sex offense and possessing indecent images of children, the Daily Mail reported, citing court documents. Yeah, this happened. It happened. Damn, bro. Why is everybody in the Obama and the Clintons so sus? True. I'm not going to read that any further. Or instead, just going to go look for something else. Let's look up let's guys, let me show you how despicable Hillary Clinton is, man. They won't show you this stuff. They won't air some of this stuff because they know that it just makes them look bad at the end of the day. It shows how evil they are. They just can't resist themselves. They're just despicable. All right, so Hillary Clinton calls voters dumb. Yep. Yeah, sure, Snopes. You're so legit. Watch this. Quote false Hillary Clinton. No, I want to see the video. I want to see the video. The video. We saw it on the video. You can write whatever you want, Bing, but I want to see video. Hillary Clinton calls voters fools in interview. Was it Good Morning America or okay, we're gonna have to play it from here since oh my god, that's like blah 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 blah. She said this yesterday. Oh, okay. So we voted for it. Remember, we all voted for things, propositions. Remember propositions when you went to go vote, people who actually went to go vote? Yeah, people voted for this. If it doesn't come up on the propositions, that means because people didn't want to deal with it or they didn't want for it to change. This came up in propositions. So why is she blaming the Republicans? Like, this is the American people everywhere asking for just reforms on the the federal government services that take out money from us every now and then, for our future. It's just that's it. There's just nothing wrong with that. But she seems to be making a problem out of it. This guy says we're misinformed. Well, yeah, we are misinformed sometimes as human beings. That's not even the one I wanted, though. Disrespects. Makes despicable comments. She just gives off this sinister vibe too, like in her voice. Like if she's like the end game boss or something. Basket of deplorables comment. Wow. Uh, this was back in 20. She said that. Okay, why is it becoming a thing now to you guys though that she said that? She said that all the way back in 2016. I want the one she said recently. It was recent. It's so hard. You know what? The problem is I'm on Bing. I need to be somewhere else. Because we don't even know if they're trying to hide this stuff from us. No, came out. Where's Google? Search. I'm going to Google because you lied to me a lot. Here it goes. Disrespectful comments. She means no disrespect by comments about women who voted for Trump. In a face. This is the Washington Post. This one was like on 2018 though. Y'all probably didn't hear about it. But apparently she insulted female voters for, can you back off, bro? Like, can you like not? Like, I don't care about your coffee promotion, dog. Why am I seeing this ad? Exactly. Why am I seeing this ad? Never mind. I don't. You just lost all my. So what? Guess we're gonna read it right here. Hillary Clinton, Democrat president nominee in 2016, is attempting to clarify controversial remarks she made last week. That was back in 2018, though, wasn't it? In a Facebook post on Saturday, the former secretary explained that she was trying to defend Americans, explaining how Donald Trump could have been elected. She argued Trump's message was dark and backwards looking and added that his slogan of "Make America Great Again" implied to be great, we have to go back to something we are no longer. I never accepted that and never will. Oh my God. Women are unfortunately more swayed by men than the other way around. Clinton then turned to the controversy that erupted around her interview comments. But that's still not the one I'm looking for. Saying women are easily swayed. Cool. Nice, Clinton. That'll get you some points. But that's still, dude, I'm telling you guys, that's still not the video I saw. That's not the video. It's not. I'm telling you guys. I know I saw a seriously messed up video of her, like saying something in the interview. During interview. What the heck? Comments on deprogramming. Controversial comment. Tells Hector, you're very rude. You're freaking evil, lady. You're like a warmonger. Hillary Clinton as big sister. Andrew Yannan's Christian Amanpour. Hillary Clinton made two disturbing comments. One has quite rightly received a lot of negative publicity. The other one hasn't, but should. At the 2:15 point of this video, Clinton said maybe there needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members. She's referring to MAGA Republicans who recall she referred to in 2016 as a basket of deplorables. Wow, so she still just recently made this comment, and it's not being told a lot because I mean obviously they hide it from the interviews. They don't want you to know that she's saying this stuff about people, but yeah, she wants to essentially make a concentration camp for conservative voters. Is what she's doing. Is what she's saying. It's like she's a piece of crap, dude. Like what the hell, man? Like just because we don't agree with her, we have to go and get deprogrammed. We have to get a concentration camp for you. F you, Clinton. Two things. No, first, she left out the word formal. That's pretty creepy and dangerous. And to think that in one election, you know, Fox News Clinton probably think I dodged a bullet. Yeah. You know, I could show you this. I can show you this. Why am I not showing you this? I'm going to show you this. Read this shit with me, guys. Read this shit with daddy. All right. Second, notice amateurs giggle when Clinton make her proposal. Yeah, because it's kind of like, what the hell, bro? The part that hasn't gotten as much notice but is also dangerous for what it says about Clinton's views on America's freedoms comes at 4:52 point. Clinton says, "Make America Great Again" was a bid for nostalgia. To return to a place where you know people could be in charge of their lives, feel empowered, say what they want, insult whoever came in their way, and that was a really attractive to a significant portion of the Republican base. So it is like a cult, and somebody has to break that momentum. Get it? Somebody has to break the momentum of movement of people who want more freedom to live their lives as they see fit and to say what they want. As one way she proposes to rid people of their belief in freedom is formal deprogramming. Yikes. Yikes indeed, my friend. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Out of here. Bro, she can't just talk right, dude. Like, you know, she doesn't understand why she lost in 2016. She really doesn't. She's just a bad person. Like, she just says bad. Like, she doesn't know how to talk like a president would. I have a hard time talking about other people. Like, you know, and even I know she's a piece of dirt. Yep, but that's Clinton for you. Not a day has changed in the world of evil, huh? Ryan Garcia's feedback. All right, real quick, dude. So I mentioned that Ryan Garcia had got into a podcast with the great PBD Patrick Pet David. You can check that out on Valuetainment on YouTube. And so this guy essentially says that he trolled all of Hollywood, all of Las Vegas, all of the boxing world because he pretended to be on all the drugs and drink beer every. Well, he did drink beer every day. He wasn't really on the drug, like that Haney accused him. He really wasn't. He said he wasn't. But he said this is what Ryan said. He said that he knew that the whole thing where you have to lose weight and to make weight to meet your opponent, especially an opponent who has to gain weight or just lose a little bit less weight than you, is actually rigged. You're rigging, you're setting up your opponent to lose because you're dehydrating them. And you're giving them more likely to be knocked out without the right amount of fluid in their body because they decided to dehydrate themselves to make weight. I've always known that was BS. Always BS. First of all, I'm kind of I don't use gloves. I bare knuckles when I go and train. Because I'm not gonna have gloves in real life when somebody tries to rob me. For example, the other day, thank God I had a gun instead. Texas, baby, Texas. But yeah, thank God. We need to just consider the fact that boxing is rigged. It's not fair. You give your opponent an unfair advantage by dehydrating one other person, especially if they don't have to lose as much weight as you do. And for example, show you a picture of the classic Gervonta Davis. This is a viral picture that's been going around. Gervonta Davis, picture of Ryan, and then a picture of Ryan versus Haney. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Calm down there, baby lungs. Ryan versus Davis. There's a viral picture going around, man. It shows two versions of his body, one being skinny and dehydrated, weak, and then the other one being full, ready to go, ready to eat. Man, I was not a fan of Ryan Garcia, but you know what? Damn it, Ryan Garcia, you have earned yourself a fan by exposing boxing for what it is. It really is. I mean, how could you give your opponent such an advantage? Like, man, really? Really? Am I going to have to go to Twitter for this? I'm going to Twitter. We're going to Twitter. All right. Eat these nuts, mofo. So, haven't been here. All right. Ryan Garcia versus Haney compared to versus Davis. Wow, really? Can't find it here too? Really? Media. Wow. I have to go to Facebook, I guess. What the hell? The internet is weird nowadays. Dehydrated versus hydrated. That sounds better, right? I get me videos. Damn. Woo! Look at that. You gotta watch this with me, guys. You gotta watch these shots with me. This is beautiful. Man, I honestly, you know what? I was talking mad crap about Haney and the way he got his ass torn up, but Haney got out there too. I'm seeing it. Look at that. And there he is worshiping his deity. Damn. Look at that ref, man. Ref is a crybaby. Ref is all gay. Damn. Did you really just knock me out? Dude, what are those shoes, bro? What are those shoes right there, dog? What is going on here? What the hell is Haney wearing, bro? Are they even legit boxing shoes? Did my man feel like he was gonna really do that? So I'm gonna go to Google real quick because I really want to show you that picture, dude. Like, man, where is it, bro? Stop effing with me. Ryan Garcia, hydrated compared to non-hydrated. Yeah, because when you lose weight, dude, you lose hydration. Show me images, cuz. Shit, there it is, finally. Dang, son, look at this. Obvious difference, guys. You could see this. Obvious freaking difference. Look at how flaquito he is, man. I could probably grab old boy with one arm. The king. I'm not following him. That's loco. Like that. Soy tu fan, papa. Look at that. Obvious difference. What is going on here, dude? The guy, I could probably versus Tank, like in 2023, I could probably carry him with one arm. That's how skinny he looks, bro. Look at him, bro. My boy look like he looked like Baki when Baki was coming back from freaking getting his ass that virus and he was fighting the Chinese tournament, bro, and he was still out there whooping ass, bro. He looks just like that. And then over here, my boy look he been eating. He looked full. His face looks full. Arrgh. I'm like, damn, we got it. He got it. He's got it. Obvious difference. Boxing is rigged, guys. It's completely rigged. And I think honestly, Ryan Garcia exposed it for good. I think that's why it's such a trend right now with him. And it's such a like a big gimmick. He's such a troll right now. He says in the interview that he trolled the whole world. He did. I thought he was gonna lose. I said it the other day. I thought he was gonna lose. Got me good. But now that's so impressive. I think the world of boxing is about to change, much like the world of rap that is already changing. I mean, have you seen all these rappers lately attacking each other? Like, wow. Because they know Diddy and Jay-Z are going to get swept up pretty soon. You know, with the whole investigation going on and stuff. And rightfully so, too. Screw those guys. They were involved in a lot of heinous things, I've heard. And Jay-Z really don't be talking much about that stuff. I don't like that. And you're not talking, that means because he knows, he knows something. And he's not telling everybody. He don't want to tell nobody because he probably funded it in some way. Mr. Big Shot Money. But only time will tell. We're gonna find out. I encourage other rappers to get out there and create your music. The music industry is on fire right now. It's flowing. People are making music. Top names are making music. That doesn't mean that you can't make your own music. Get out there and make music. Things are getting on fire. The rap world is changing. It's evolving. I told this to Sonny. I told this to Henry G. I think I tagged Carlos Vega on it too. Check out all those guys on Henry Garza. That's Henry G. Sonny is Aaron Lopez on Facebook. Carlos is I forgot. Carlos Vega on Facebook. Check out a couple local artists that I know. I know there's another group called TAO. I don't know if they still make music. I haven't really seen them release anything in a while. But yeah, this is your time to shine, guys. The world is going crazy. The government is at its craziest. Everything's corruption. The topics are out there. The news is out there. The imagery is out there. It is on for creation, guys. Why do you think I'm right here talking to you? Come on. There's a time and era that we exist in where things need to be done. And so this is your chance, your opportunity, I think, at least, in my opinion. Let's see. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. It was good. It was a great second episode. Now, more practicing on editing and all that. Let's see what I got. Let's go. Y'all have a good night. Thank you very much. 956 Opposition.